G'day everyone, it's mail time and blowfly time and a little bit of wind time. Hey Robbie, you've got mail! You better check your mailbox!
Yeah, thanks Robbie, I heard that! Post Office Box 4040, Wangaratta, Victoria 3677.
Right, it's time to open my monthly mail time, and I'm going to be doing this a lot because there are so many flies around, but it is that time of the year. It's mid to late November. It's actually the 15th of November. Now, when I film my mail time each month, the 15th of November is the cut-off. If I get something up until the 15th, I'll open it in the mail time. Anything that comes after the 15th will go into next month's. Now, today's the 15th. This morning I got a notification from the post office to say I had mail. I went down there and there was 3 parcels. So I left home with 2 parcels thinking I was going to be filming a short mail time. Now I've got 5 to open. Anyway, I'm going to open these in the order that they came. This one arrived first. This is from Brumley. Right. It's very well taped up. I don't want to rip anything. Ah! I ripped it! I accidentally ripped it. The envelope was fortified. It was just wrapped up in tape. I accidentally ripped a bit of the letter while getting into it. I'm so sorry. Hi Robbie, my name is Brumley. I'm 11 years old. You are the person that got me into fishing. Your tips and tricks have helped me so much. I live in Wagga. Have you ever fished in Wagga? Because there is a really good lake in Wagga called Lake Albert. I fish there all the time with my friend after school. I have caught several types of fish, including carp, yellow belly, Murray cod, and even a trout cod. I fished a trout stream recently up in Urangabilly and caught a big 40-centimetre trout. Wow. About trout fishing, my brother does fly fishing and makes his own flies. He once caught 17 trout in one trip. Do you mind making a how to tie a paternoster rig, the Lord's Prayer rig? My friend even makes wooden lures and I might be able to hook you up with one. P.S. I'm watching one of your videos while writing this. P.S.S. Good luck on 80,000 subscribers. I would love for this to be in your mail time video. Brumley, of course it's going to be in my mail time video. Brumley, you know the quickest way to my heart, mate. Some lollies. Brumley has sent me some sugary goodies. Thank you so much, Brumley. Now, Brumley, if you type in on YouTube and type into your search, Robbie Fishing, how to tie a paternoster rig, you will see a video that I made. It's quite a few years ago. The beard wasn't as grey and I'm wearing an AC/DC shirt. And I made a video on how to tie a paternoster rig, but have had quite a few people ask me recently if I can film another one, so maybe it's time for an updated version with better quality camera gear. But just search for Robbie Fishing, how to tie a paternoster rig. Bromley, thank you for the wonderful words, thank you for the mail, and thank you for the lollies, and the wind just blew your letter away. I'll be right back. Right, I'll put the lollies on the paper so that doesn't blow away. This has started blowing. I'm sorry if there's wind noise, but I'm out here in wide open farmland. You can see a canola crop here. It's been headed and then left in windrows to dry out a little bit, and that'll be harvested soon. So I'm out in the open area here and it's very windy. Right. Greg Hill. Well folks, this one's come from Greg Hill, but it's come without a letter. It's a couple of lures, Storm Hottentot. They actually look really awesome. Assembled in Mexico. Greg Hill has sent me these lures, Storm Hottentot. Whoops, that one's backwards. They look like they've been around a while. They don't look... They look like they're made of timber and with steel bibs. They look like from the 80s or 90s or something maybe. Greg, they are really awesome, and when I get home I'm going to do a bit more research into these because I reckon they look great. They look awesome. Wow, I'm really excited. I'm going to learn more about these. I'm going to research them and look into them. Thank you so much, Greg. That is so kind of you. Now, I start the 3 letters that came today. This one's from Jake Hodkin. I'm recording, aren't I? Yep. Dear Robbie, my name is Jake Hodkin and I'm 14 years old and a keen fisherman. I love watching your videos and I get a lot of tips and skills from them. I want to give you this lure I made myself. I've started a lure making business where I make my own Murray cod surface lures and then sell them on the side of the road on the way to Lake Buffalo near Myrtleford. I make jointed ones, which is the one I'm giving to you, and then I also make non-jointed normal ones. I have tested them all out and they work really good. It took me a while to get the bib right, but I have sorted it now, and then getting them 3D printed so they are all the same. Awesome. I started making these lures after the close of cod season last year when I just couldn't go cod fishing after school. I don't really like doing stuff inside, so I decided to make these lures. This is my third batch, so over 30 lures so far. I haven't got a website, so I'll just give you a link to contact me if anyone wants to buy one. They're $20 each at info.hyperlures@gmail.com. I'm so looking forward to cod season this year, and we'll try to try my best to smash my personal best of 72 centimetres on a lure. If anyone wants to follow my videos on YouTube, just search Jake Hodkin Fishing. Keep up the great work on your videos, and I hope to bump into you down the river one day. Happy fishing, bro. Jake. Jake, I hope I bump into you too. If you see me, make sure you come and say g'day. And I do hang around Lake Buffalo quite a bit, so I'm going to keep my eye open for your stand. In fact, I was up there just day before yesterday. Hyper lures. That looks really cool, Jake. Check that out. Hopefully the camera's focusing on that. Excellent job. Very well painted, very well made. You're a very clever young man, Jake. Jake Hodkin, 14 years old, and making these awesome lures. Now, folks, if you've got any inquiries about Jake's lures, I'll just read out that email address for you again. That is info.hyperlures, HYPERLURES, info.hyperlures@gmail.com, and you can find Jake at YouTube. Just search for Jake Hodkin Fishing. Thank you so much, Jake. And folks, if you're on your way to Lake Buffalo and you see a young bloke on the side of the road selling cod lures, that's probably going to be Jake. Right, next one, Cooper Craig. I think this is Cooper from Koopers Fishing. Cooper's got a YouTube channel called Koopers Fishing Adventures, I think it is. I follow Cooper, he's a great young fella. Let's have a look. That's if it is the same Cooper. Might be a totally different Cooper.
Dressed up like $1 million Cooper.
Trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Dun, 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 dun. Righto. Hey you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. Well, wind and flies. If it was just a little bit windier, it'd blow the flies away. Hello, Robbie. Hey, Robbie. It's Koopers Fishing Adventures. I have wanted to send you a mail time for a very long time, and now I am. I was right, Koopers Fishing Adventures. I have been a fan of your channel for quite a while now, and my dad has been a fan for a very, very long time. I'm so excited for cod season. I'm sure you are too. Murray cod is definitely one of the coolest fish in the whole world. I hope you will be able to use the spinnerbait I've sent you. It is my favourite. Hopefully you can use it the next time you go cod or yellow fishing. I have a few questions. What is your all-time PB? My biggest Murray cod is 98 centimetres, Cooper, and I caught it on Christmas Day in 2008 in the afternoon. I was fishing in my old fiberglass canoe and I caught it on a #1 stump jumper. What AFL team do you support? I don't really follow the football. I used to when I was younger. I was a mad Collingwood supporter. Back when Collingwood won the 1990 grand final with Darren Mullane and Peter Dacos and Craig Starcevich. I loved that time of the year, that time of the AFL. Mick McGuane, Dennis Banks, you know, I knew them all. But then, not long after that, I started doing shift work, rotating shifts, weekend work, and I was never home to watch the football. And one day I turned it on. I didn't recognise any players, so I sort of lost all interest in football as I got older. I loved it as a kid. I did really enjoy watching Collingwood win the grand final just recently. I've got a soft spot for Collingwood, but I wouldn't say that I barrack for them or support them. I like to see them win. I did watch more football this year just gone than I had in the past, so maybe as I get older I'll start watching more football again, and if I do, I'll be barracking for Collingwood. How old were you when you first started to really get into fishing? I remember fishing when I was 5. I probably fished before then. Both my parents, my uncles, my great uncles, my grandparents. It's a massive fishing family that I come from. And my mum and dad took me fishing from the time I could walk. I was out the river camping and fishing. And I remember when I was 5 years old, I was fishing. So we'll say 5. I probably done it with a bit of assistance from my parents before then, but probably started fishing independently on my own 5 or 6 years, we'll say 5. So pretty much all of my life. I was born into a fishing family and I've always loved it. That's it. Your videos always put a smile on my face. Keep up the awesome videos, mate. From Cooper Craig. There's a strike tiger nymph, some Jan Juck worms and a yellow belly. Folks, check out Koopers Fishing Adventures on YouTube. He's a great young fella and he's catching some wonderful fish. He catches freshwater fish. Recently he caught some brim. He does a bit of everything. And hopefully it's not too bright to see. There's a yellow belly there, a strike tiger nymph there, and some Jan Juck worms there. Don't know whether you can see there or not, but how cool is that? I do this so often, I've got to cut a bit in, so I'm interrupting my own video because I forgot to show you the spinnerbait that Cooper sent me. It's a TT Lures Striker spinnerbait. I just get so excited when I'm opening gifts. I rip them out, I read the letter, and I totally forgot to show people the spinnerbait. Thank you so much, Cooper. Now back into it. Right, last one, biggest one. This is from L Sinclair, not L as in Alan, but L as in L for lemon, the letter L. Could be Leonard, could be Lionel, could be Lobby, I don't know. L Sinclair from Bungate, which is only just over that hill over there. I'm actually not too far. Ned James, if you're watching, g'day Ned. Ned lives in Bungate. Right. I think there's a lot of Jameses in Bungate. Bungate's near Thuna. Thuna's near Cheesney Vale. Cheesney Vale's near the Winton Wetlands. The Winton Wetlands are near Benalla, and Benalla's near Wangaratta. So that's where this is from. Awesome! Check this out. It's got my logo on it. Robbie Fishing, hey you, and it's a big chopping board. That is so cool. Thank you so much, Al Sinclair. I've been stereotypical. I said it could be Lionel or Leslie. It could be Lynette as well, I suppose. For some reason I assumed it was a male. It could be a lady too. It could be Lady Sinclair. I don't know. Al Sinclair from Bungate. This is super cool. I've been doing more catch and cooks lately and I've really been enjoying them. So I'm going to make sure I take this one with me so that I can use it to fillet some fish on and use it in my catch and cooks. And it's got my logo on it. That is one of a kind and it's awesome. You guys are legends. Every month I get spoiled rotten and this month is no exception. Thank you all so much for sending these awesome things in, these gifts. Now I'm actually at the bush with Loretta. I'm at a place called Dowdall Swamp, which is near Wilby, which is near Petrelbar, which is near Wangaratta. It's actually closer to Yarrawonga. That's probably confused you all, but Loretta's in the swamp with her camera looking for birds to photograph, and I'm about to go and pick her up and eat some lollies on the way. You guys are legends. Thank you all so very much for the stuff, and thank you all very much for watching.